Saying yes to self is a surefire way to move your life forward in a healthy, loving, kind, and powerful way. Hi, my name's Jody Deane, and I help you with navigating your spiritual awakening process, embodying your soul purpose, and authentically expressing who you really are, being yourself. So let's get down to it. Saying yes to self, what does it mean? Well, it literally means allowing yourself, accepting yourself, loving yourself. And you may think you're doing that, but actually are not doing that. You may be warm to it, leaning into it, thinking, I'm trying to, say yes to me more and everything else. But again, it might be actually really hard, and you might actually only be managing that like 5% of the time. And so this is also where discernment and awareness is required. Real self-honesty to look, okay, am I really saying yes to myself? Now, on the other hand, what we don't mean is like toxic levels of egoism. I want all this for me, mine, no one else can have it. I'm going to buy all this whole island, and I'm going to live here, and it's mine, and no one else can come on it because I'm saying yes to me. Or it might be, what about my needs? No one thinks about my needs, right? And then like every relationship you're in, it's all about you, right? And there's some victim story behind all of that. No, we're not talking about that. No. We're talking about this positive self-regard that is rooted in understanding that you're a human being. There are needs. Right? There's like, you need time for yourself, space for yourself, and food and water and all that sort of stuff. A roof over your head. Unless you're a yogi living in a cave, it's probably likely you're going to need one. And also just to have the possibility to express your purpose, to express who you are, to speak your truth and say yes to that. So when someone's crossing a boundary, you say no because you're saying yes to yourself. It's a massive distinction there. Saying no to what does not serve you, saying no to what is not healthy, saying no to what is infringing upon you, compared to saying no to something that actually might be good for you, right? That actually would really actually be for yourself. Like, no, I don't want any help. I can do it all on my own story, right? Familiar? Some familiarity there? Raise your hand if it's familiar for you. No, I don't need a mentor. I can figure it out myself. No, I don't need meditation. I'm too busy. And so that could be, on one hand, a toxic no, right? A no that's actually keeping you stuck, keeping you small, keeping you miserable, keeping you in suffering. And it's being the beast inside, the hungry beast that is all the split off self, the shadow self, the unhealed parts of us that might be, manifest in negative self-talk, might manifest in destructive, self-destructive behaviors, might manifest in addictions, might manifest in narcissistic tendencies, might manifest in martyr complex, might manifest in being a rescuer, might manifest in being a victim, and all life is happening to me all the time, kind of thing. And so this is another side of it. So when we say it's great to say yes to self, it's great to say yes to what is pure within you, the pure life force that is within you, the pure expression of who you really are. your heart, your soul, and the integrity of your body, and anything that is coherent with that, right? With self-care, with self-nourishment, with choosing for yourself things rather than doing what other people think you should do. There's a big distinction. Saying yes to self is really honoring what is true for you. Being true to self is another way to look at it. Are you being true to self in your life, in your relationships, in your work, in your career path, in your spiritual practices? Do you have spiritual practices? Are you being true to self with the way you show up in social media? Are you being fully authentic? Are you really sharing your light, sharing your magic? Are you being true to self with your decisions about how you live, where you live, who you live with? Are you being true to self about your life purpose? Or are you settling for second best, your parents' ideas about what you should be doing, your partner's ideas about what you should be doing, your friends' ideas, your peer group's ideas? And are you therefore basically abandoning yourself? So, funny, I didn't actually plan to go here into the self-abandon realm, but I was talking about this with a friend the other day, and this is a huge subject, massive subject, self-abandonment, and it can rear its head in many different ways, in many different guises, and so one could take one's life and go and look at all the different areas of one's life, your life, my life, and just literally self-assess, like, am I being true to self or am I abandoning myself here? With my finances, how I spend money, with how I earn money, with my relationship with money, with my relationship with prosperity, with abundance. That's been a huge journey for me, like absolutely massive. And that happened because, it happened because of many things, but I got my primary relationship with money from my father, because he was the one who dealt with money. And so all his behaviors around it, I got imprinted on me, and I've had to dissect each and every one of these patterns, of these beliefs, of these ideas, of these behaviors, and actually go, wow, is this actually true? Is this actually true? And one of the things he used to say was that money doesn't grow on trees. And I used to imagine money, like notes of money as leaves on trees, going, oh, that's kind of cool. Yeah, but obviously that doesn't happen. But it was just this is an example of the imprint that, even though it was kind of like ridiculous image, and I never believed that. I never thought that it did. So it wasn't like, oh God, I'm trauma imprinted, because I don't see leaves on trees as money, but the deeper down the story was that there isn't just money around, endless money, and that is a limiting belief. I found that, and I find it to be a limiting belief. And what's behind money? Well, behind money is value. It's like an exchange of value. It's a store of value. So is there, finite value, or is there infinite value? Something to think about, something to check out for yourself. I'm not here to tell you there is or there isn't in that way. This is the thing. This is the invitation to look for yourself. That's just one example, money. So I had to look through all the different, my relationships, my health, well-being, my creativity, my productivity, my philosophy, my beliefs about the world, spirituality, and check, am I self-abandoning here, or am I being true to self around relationships? Am I being true to self around my relationship with food? Or am I just in some other story? Am I in a story here? Am I in literally a movie that isn't mine, it's someone else's, and it got imprinted on me as a child? And so the invitation here is to do that with self, to courageously and bravely look and see. It could be the thing that's the most liberating. It's definitely been one of the things that's been most liberating for me. So it could be, I offer you that possibility, that it could be one of the most liberating things for you to courageously and bravely look and really get like forensic and go, yeah, what are these beliefs I have? What are these behaviors? How am I doing things? What are my habits actually? Do these really serve me? Like really? Or is it just something I'm attached to because it's a familiar? That's just the way I've always done it. It's the way my parents did it. It's the way my teachers did it. It's the way my friends did it. So I'm doing it that way too. It's like, well, yeah, wait a minute. Like, have you ever checked out if that's like really works for you? If it's true for you? If it's really saying yes to you? Or are you self-abandoning? Are you actually saying no to yourself through this habit, through this behavior, through this action that you do on the daily? Now, drinking, prime example. We all love a drink, don't we? No, not anymore. So, drinking. That's self-abandoning. It's not for me to say. It's for you to say. It's for you to say. I'm not saying do this, don't do this in terms of your behavior and activities. I'm saying, hey, have a look, get curious. Okay. So, saying yes to self. Let's say yes to self. So, from a place of healthy, loving, positive self-regard, honoring your needs, honoring your inner potential, honoring your heart's desires, being true to self, saying yes to self. And if that means quitting the relationship, quitting the job, then to continue to say yes to self, then you need to do that. If that means quitting smoking, quitting drinking, starting yoga or starting meditation practice, starting self-inquiry, starting journaling, starting going out in nature every day, starting a new relationship with yourself, where you're honoring yourself genuinely and not numbing, not switching yourself off because you feel uncomfortable, because it hurts inside, because there's pain, because it's basically undealt with. Pain is emergence, and it's what's coming out, because it's like something there. It's awareness, alarm. Like, have a look. What's behind the pain, right? That's the way, not to just numb. So, deep, we went really deep. So yes, so anyway, so how is saying yes to self for you? How is being true to self for you? How is saying yes to who you are for you? When I really started to say yes to who I am, my whole life changed. My whole life changed. When I really deeply connected in with who I am, what I want, why I'm here on this planet, my whole life changed. I became what I do today. And it is blissful. It is euphoric. I love doing it. Look at me. I'm shining. Doing it. I've allowed myself. I accepted myself. I said yes to me, to the true me, the real me, right? Which shifts in every new moment, of course. It's the nature of reality, change. And it's also non-attachment to that as well, but just allowing it to flow, whatever it is that wants to flow through me, allowing that. So, and honoring all the idiosyncrasies, that's the word, and unique traits that you have and that you are, and not kind of being ashamed of who you are, but rejoicing in who you are, celebrating yourself in all of you. Not just in the bits that fit with what other people think is good. Because that would be self-abandon, wouldn't it? So saying yes to you in all your different parts, accepting you, allowing you. As long as they don't harm others, it's all good. So yes, saying yes to you. And so yes, how's that going? How's that journey going? Let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. Please share if this resonates and you think someone else you know might benefit from this download, from this theme, from this transmission, from this broadcast. And yes, and if you would like deep help, if you would like support, if you'd like to activate your vision and get clarity around what challenges you're facing right now in life, then I would say book a call. Use the link in the description, book a call with me. I'm not doing these calls forever. They are gifted, they're 20-minute calls, get you some clarity, activate your vision, and see what happens. You know, maybe that is the first step towards making a shift, towards saying really yes to you, to your purpose, to your life, to your self-expression, to your authentic nature, to who you really are, and moving forward in a way that is self-loving and true to self, and letting go, right? Letting go, cutting the ties that bind, right? That all that's based on ideas and beliefs that no longer serve. So yes, anyway, blessings. Have a wonderful rest of day, morning, evening, wherever you are in the world. Love you so much. Thank you for watching. And please subscribe if you haven't already, and click the notification bell so you can get the latest videos that I am posting. All right, bless you so much. Take care. Bye for now.